think the traditional mission of the Washington Monthly probably matters as much or more today as it ever has. We're living in an age where the pipelines for creating great journalists are basically broken. And a lot of the traditional sources of journalists with great integrity, tremendous curiosity, and an ability to integrate fact and idea, a lot of those places are disappearing. And the Monthly has done that now for generations and continues to do it today.
The Washington Monthly is committed to long-form journalism and explaining things that are complicated and by any pitch would appear boring, but actually is absolutely essential to our democracy.
If you look at a lot of the big problems we have in society today, the overweening power of social media, certain tech companies, there is now an emerging debate in Democratic and Republican politics about pursuing anti-monopoly policies. Those are ideas, I think, that first got a serious airing in the Washington Monthly. And I know from policymakers and politicians that I interview and I talk to that this is where they first learned about these ideas. That's out now having an effect on the world.
Over the years, it's had tremendous influence, particularly when there's a Democratic Party administration, in being kind of one of the places where the ideas that get put into place have been forming and bubbling up.
I think one of the things that the Monthly has done that is most noteworthy for people like me in the last few years is its college rankings. You know, we want to know from a different point of view what matters about this school, you know, what you can get out of this school, you know, which schools are actually creating good citizens. So for me, that has been one of the most enjoyable things that has not just, you know, limited itself to the Monthly, but other organizations like the New York Times and stuff have started their own rankings. So I think they've changed kind of the conversation about what you're supposed to look for from colleges and education.
It's an extremely ambitious website. It has figured out how to combine some of its traditional political reporting with institutional reporting on colleges and having its innovative college rankings. And so I think that it's been what journalism should be, which is a continuing message in an ever adapting and ever changing container.
Without a magazine that actually delves into things in a real way, real but compelling and even entertaining way, we would just have a much more impoverished public dialogue. And without this kind of journalism, it's much harder to have the information that you need to make sound decisions.
So I hope people will come to the magazine, that they'll see it as iconic. It's an institution that matters. It's something that people should hold on to. But also it's wonderful journalism, good reading. It makes you think. And that's in the end why we read a magazine, why we come to magazines. It's because they provoke us, they make us think, they make us better for reading.